This topic is called order of operations with integers. Now, integers can be positive or negative. Actually, they can be zero also. So because we're doing an order of operations and they're integers, we want to look carefully at what we're looking at here. So in our problem, we have three numbers. We have a plus sign and a division sign. In our order of operations, this is the order we go in. We want to do what's in parentheses first, exponents and roots second, multiplication and division left to right, whichever comes first, third, and then we do addition and subtraction last. Now, addition and subtraction, it's whatever comes first, and we go left to right. So in our problem here, we're going to want to do division first, and then we're going to want to add. So we keep our -9 plus. Now we're going to divide. I'm going to put this in parentheses so you can see. Actually, I use brackets because the negatives are already in parentheses. There we go. I don't know if this will help you focus. By having those brackets there, you want to do that division first. When you're multiplying and dividing integers, if they have the same sign, you want to keep, same sign. When you multiply and divide, will give you a positive answer. So -6 divided by -3 will be a positive. So it'll be a positive answer. 6 divided by 3 is 2. So we're going to have a positive 2. So here we have -9 plus that positive 2 that we just figured out. When you're adding two numbers, if the signs are opposite, if the signs, one's negative and one's positive, you're going to subtract. So we do 9 minus 2, which gives us 7. Now here's the key. We need to make sure we put the right sign on the 7. We look at the minuend. The first number we wrote down in our subtraction problem, that's called the minuend. Whatever sign that number had in our problem to begin with, then our answer takes on that sign. So this is going to be a -7. P.S. Can you please subscribe to my channel, like any videos that you find helpful? Okay, so in this problem, we have a minus sign and we have a multiplication symbol. In our order of operations, we want to multiply before we subtract. So let's keep our subtraction sign there. I'm going to go ahead and put brackets in to help us focus on our multiplication problem. -5 times -6. Two negatives, when we multiply, become a positive. So this is going to be a positive 30. 5 minus 30. Now we want to see that minus as a negative sign. So we want to see this as 5 plus -30. Okay, so that gives us our two integers. They're opposite signs. One's positive, one's negative. So we subtract. 30 minus 5 is 25. Then we have to be so careful about what sign we want to put on that 25. We look at the minuend, 30. And in our original problem, you can either look at this one or this one. That 30 had a negative sign in front of it. And in the first one, it had a minus sign, which counts as a negative. So our answer has to be a -25. Okay, let's do one more. Okay, so we're going to divide before we subtract. So let's go ahead and focus on our division problem here. We're taking -15 and we're dividing by 3. And then we're going to subtract a -3. So we're just going to ignore that subtraction for right now. -15 divided by 3. One's negative, one's positive, so our answer will be negative. 15 divided by 3 is 5. So -5 minus a -3. When we see a minus and a negative next to each other, that becomes a plus. So it's like saying we're going to subtract, but it's a negative number. So we're actually going to be adding. So we go, this is what some teachers do. They kind of make that a plus sign to help us remember. When you see those two negatives, change it to plus. So now we have a -3 and we have, no, sorry. We have a -5 and we have a +3. Two different signs. So we're going to subtract. 5 minus 3 is 2. Our 5 was negative, so our answer has to be negative. That sign is so important when you're doing math. We want to make sure our signs are correct. Okay, that's the end of the lesson.